And it's crazy at the time, but all these things, him saying it was depression and him saying all these things, I'm thinking to myself, this kid finally gets it. We probably don't have a worry. And honestly, if you now in hindsight, he was really struggling with this thing. Okay, he felt bad. He got in that trap that his daddy had told him about. You're going to start smoking pot, you might go further. Oh, no, I won't, okay? But he did. And he couldn't tell me that, okay? But he knew now that he'd like to talk to kids about not trying drugs, okay? That's part of the reason I'm here. There's a lot of reasons why I've done what I've done over the years, okay? But those are words that get burnt in my brains, okay? So right now we're doing what he asked. Okay? We're trying to talk to kids about not doing drugs, okay? So any event, that fateful night, about 10:30, he comes to us and he says, I'm going out to a friend's house to study some notes because I got a test tomorrow in school. Fine, son. Well, 5 minutes after he leaves, one of his friends calls. Is Danny there? I said, no, he just left to go get some notes. He said, okay. And so I'll bring out why that phone call was important in just a minute. But any event, we go back to sleep. 2 o'clock in the morning, there's a loud knock on the door. Okay. And, we scramble, we go up there. What's this? What's this? And they knock it on the door again. I open the door to 2 policemen. And, we think Danny's sleeping upstairs, and they come in, they say, would y'all sit down? And I said, okay. And I think we sat down. And they said, well, they apparently said, I didn't hear it this way, but they apparently said, your son got shot. And I think they actually said shot and killed. Okay, but I didn't hear that part, the killed part. And I said, oh, what hospital was he in? He says, no, he's dead. And his mother said, no, screamed no. And his sister now had woke up and came out. And his mother said, no, he's up in his bedroom, okay? And his sister ran to his bedroom and she screamed down, no, Mom, he's not there. And then the reality started sinking in. It was hard to understand this. And, we jumped in the car and the police car, and I said, I want to see where he was killed at. It still didn't relate to me, drug use, okay? I don't know if they mentioned that or not, but I said, I want to see where he was shot at. And it's the only way they might have told me the location, but when I got there, I realized, my God, it had something to do with drugs.